My favorite overall MLB pick is going to be Bryce Harper over 7 fantasy score, and this is why. When taking a look at fantasy scores on PrizePicks, we know that it's a custom formula driven by other player props. So if we actually take a look here at the scoring chart for fantasy scores, we know that players for MLB hitters get fantasy score points for singles, doubles, triples, home runs, runs batted in, base on balls, hit by pitch, and stolen bases. So what we do is we take this a step further and we say, hey, let's look at the market knowledge and see what the market thinks about this fantasy score when you populate all these player props into this projection and get ultimately a fantasy score. So Bryce Harper on PrizePicks is set to 7, right? That means a lot of things. Like you get a lot of points for stolen bases, singles, doubles. We know that Bryce Harper can easily go over or under, but this projection really means nothing to me. So what I like to do is I like to take a look at the market, how the market prices out these fantasy scores. And what we do at dgfantasy.com is we do exactly that. Bryce Harper is set to 7 on PrizePicks. However, if DraftKings had a fantasy score market, meaning that if they had even player props for singles, doubles, triples, runs batted in, all the stuff we just looked at, and we were taking a look at their 50-50 line for each of those stat categories, we take that and then multiply it times the PrizePicks scoring chart. So let's take this a step further. Let's say that his single line was set to 2, exaggerated example. What we do is set that projection to 2 and then multiply it times a multiplier of 3, meaning that that exact single prop equals 6 fantasy points according to DraftKings. Again, that's an exaggerated example. Players are never projected to get 2 singles in the game. I don't care how good you are. Regardless, we're taking that fantasy score projection on DraftKings and comparing it directly to PrizePicks. 8.4 is a lot higher than 7, at least in terms of moving the needle and whether or not you're going to bet on it. So given that projection, Bryce Harper is set to 8.4 on DraftKings. Again, we are using custom projections using actual player props set on DraftKings, comparing it to PrizePicks, and that is how we come to the assumption that 8.4, higher than 7, we should be hitting the over on PrizePicks at 7. For my second favorite play in this slip, it's actually going to be a 5-flex slip. Why? Because PrizePicks 5-flex slips give you the best bang for your buck. My second favorite play is going to be Ketel Marte under 8 fantasy score for the exact same reasons I just stated. So if we head back to the fantasy scoreboard, not only are we taking that large discrepancy on Bryce Harper, but we're taking that 1-point discrepancy, comparing it to DraftKings on the under. So if DraftKings set all their player props or even player props in this fantasy score projection compared to PrizePicks, it looks like it should be set to 7. Again, according to DraftKings. Why we're trusting DraftKings over PrizePicks is because DraftKings has been here longer. They have millions and millions of dollars poured into their models. No disrespect to PrizePicks. PrizePicks is getting there, but DraftKings has just very, very sharp lines across the board for all these MLB players. And when we see this large of a discrepancy, it's good to take it on either side. So on PrizePicks, we're taking the under here based on the projection of Ketel Marte on DraftKings to get a 7 fantasy score. Now, why I bring up the market is exactly why and how you should be betting the rest of these slips. So I started out with 2 MLB plays because this is an MLB video. But normally when you're observing the market, you don't care about the sport, right? You want to identify the best bang for your buck plays in the market, the biggest market discrepancies. And I'm going to take this a step further. I'm going to actually explain what this means. So let's go ahead and take a look here. We're just going to throw in the League of Legends play because, again, it happens to be at the top of the board. Odawame, I think that's how you pronounce his name. You can butcher me in the comment section if I got that wrong. But right now on PrizePicks, he's set to 2. And he's also set to 1.5 on Underdog. Now, keep in mind that their payouts differ, a little bit. But in terms of their fair odds percentage, meaning if you take out the juice on both sides of an underdog line, you're getting a 50-50 line. According to them, theoretically, logically, in their head, they're setting a 50-50% chance for this to hit at 1.5 on the under. However, on PrizePicks, they're saying this is a 50-50% chance at a 0.5 higher line. So somebody's off here, right? So what you can do is you can actually take the over on Underdog and take the under on PrizePicks. This strategy is called middling, but on PrizePicks, for what we're doing, because again, we're playing PrizePicks here in this video, we're taking the under on Odawame at 2. Again, we do not care. We do not care about the fundamental analysis because both of these sports books, these DFS apps, they make money off their bettors, right? So you take the market knowledge and you apply that towards logic, right? You are using the assumption that these sports books make money, and there is solid evidence that they do. And when you see this big of a discrepancy, somebody's off in this projection. The market hasn't adjusted yet, and what you're going to see is these lines close. That is what happens for major sports books. That's what happens with major leagues and markets for MLB, NBA, NFL. They just do it a lot faster. But because there's no market data here in this esports market between Underdog and PrizePicks, just the lines don't move as efficiently, and that's just because there's not as many sharps. The market isn't as large. There's not enough data. Okay, so what we're gonna do, again, I threw in a League of Legends play. I'm gonna go ahead and skip past some of these other esports, but as you can see, there's so many market discrepancies, and it's really a good idea to take any one of these. Because this is such a high odds percent to hit on Oluwame, I'm okay with taking some of these other plays down here. Let's go ahead and take Osvaldo Bido. I think that's how you pronounce his name, Bido, whatever his name is. Again, this is below the threshold, but again, I'm completely fine with throwing in this play because we're looking for a fair odds percentage and a 5-man flex of 54.34% or higher. So let's go ahead and digest this real quick. This has a ton of market support. We love props with a ton of market support. This has a lot of juice on the under. As you can see, average odds of -135 across the board. FanDuel setting this to -142, -118 on DraftKings, 140. You guys get the deal. The average line is set to -135. But on PrizePicks, we can get this line at -119, -118 odds and 5-man flexes. Also, what you're going to see here is that FanDuel's a little off. You're going to see this adjust probably to the market. The market is pricing this a lot higher in terms of penalizing their sports bettors because of this line. So let's go ahead and take the under here, another MLB play on Bido. And it's very funny because he just got bumped down. Why is that? The market adjusted. They identified the sharp play, and this already adjusted. As you can see, these other League of Legends plays have not because there's not as much market knowledge. Just funny because I was recording this video. You guys saw it right before your eyes. Set to 4.5 before this update. But now he's set to 4. He got bumped down. That is exactly what happens here. I'm going to give you guys some other green plays. Hopefully they stay up come the time of posting this video. But as you can see, this strategy does work. You need to stay in front of the line bumps, and that's how you do it. And that's also why we added fantasy scores to our market. So let's go ahead and scroll up here. I'm going to go ahead and throw in some League of Legends plays, some CSGO plays. Riggy, I guess that's how you pronounce his name. No idea. Again, same mindset here. On Underdog, he's set to 42.5. He's also set to 40 on PrizePicks. A 2.5 kill difference in CSGO could mean everything. Imagine he finishes at 41, 42, or even 40. You technically win on both websites. And not only that, this has a really good high percent odds to hit based on this market point of Underdog setting this at 42.5. Take the under on Underdog, take the over on PrizePicks. So we're going to go and head over to CSGO. Riggy is his name. We're taking the over of 40 map 1 to 2 kills. Let's just go down the list to the next one since there's really not too much market discrepancies in these major markets. And we're going to take the over here on 113. Don't know why you would name your gamer tag that, but we're going to go ahead and take this on League of Legends over 113 for the exact same reasons that I've already talked about. And this has a market discrepancy of 0.5. And I believe Oluwame is in there too. Yeah. So right now we're looking at a full slip. This is my final slip. Bryce Harper, Kellen Marte under 8, Oluwame under 2 map kills, Riggy over 440, sorry, rounded, and 113 over 1.5 map kills. This is a profitable long-term slip by just comparing the market. Guys, hopefully you did enjoy this content. If you did, please do hit that subscribe button, notification bell, and of course, smash that like button for all of our future MLB content. With all that being said, have a great rest of your day, and let's cash.